Good morning, everybody. It's the 31st of January. We're Signal Centre, talking ball. Joe Neighbour, Steve O'Hare and Ian Coleman. Happy
Morning.
Brexit Day, guys.
Happy Brexit Day.
How are we?
Gracias.
It's officially at 11 p.m, isn't it?
Officially at 11 p.m. Yeah, European time.
Très bien.
So
Merci.
it's, yeah, we've got our exit at midnight European time. So on their terms.
Au revoir. Adios.
Typical.
Yeah,
Typical.
typical, eh?
It didn't even get out on our own terms,
No.
sort
But
of.
still lots to do on the old negotiation front. So, yeah.
Well, that should keep
Fun
it
and
interesting
games.
for a few years then.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, indeed. Anyway, let's have a look at how we did yesterday. So we had a Euro New Zealand dollar trade, we had a DAX trade, and we had a cable trade. Now, Ian, you pretty much nailed it on the
nice
rate
one.
decision. That was keeping rates on hold. Sterling pushed considerably higher, and come 9 p.m, you were 2.65 R to the good. On that.
Lovely.
So congratulations, and that
Thank
has
you.
also pushed you
Top of the
back
league.
to the top of the leaderboard.
Lovely.
There he is. But overall, the P&L is ticking along nicely. We're at 47.39% on a collective basis.
How many
So
days is that, Joe?
that's 55 days.
You take that 2 months, wouldn't you? Nearly 50%.
Yeah, I think it's incredible.
I better put some money in.
If only Steve played the game properly, then we'd.
Well,
who
listen,
knows
I'm
who
just
would be.
I'm thinking about the long-term growth. You two just like flashes in the pan. You know, it's all about the long term. You know,
Okay,
so you know we can sort of talk about it. I was unlucky as well in the
you were unlucky actually.
DAX
It's,
got stopped and then it
did
rallied like a
rally.
biatch.
Yeah. So, Ian, have you got a new one lined up for us today?
Yep. Euro Swiss.
Obviously, I'm banned from trading Euro Swiss. The last time I traded that was 2012.
Did you get any money back?
No.
No, nothing at all.
No.
No. The reason I'm looking at this is because, again, I want to play the news today. It's pretty flat with regards to news. You've got M4 money supply out of the UK, and then obviously, I don't think anyone's going to get excited about Brexit until next week, maybe, or not at all.
No,
But
probably
we
not
have
at
got
all.
consumer price index from the Eurozone at 10 o'clock. That's expected at 1.4. We've also got European GDP year on year expected 1.1. So I think that is the currency to focus on today. I'm going to show you 3 different charts. Maybe a little bit more than that, actually. No, monthly chart. Just get it a bit bigger. We've completed an AB equals CD formation. We've also just hit this 161.8% extension level, which is at 106.75. If we go to this chart, it's a bit messy, but we have completed a cipher pattern down at 106.92. We've also got this trend of lower lows, which stops selling pressure. It's a daily chart, got a bullish outside candle. Normally indicates the end of a trend and the start of a new upward bias. So I think that we're making a base in Euro Swiss, or at least a temporary one. So I'm going to look at taking a long and be greedy again. What's the price? 107.01. No, you got some resistance at 25, haven't you, Joe? 108.55. 20 ticks. 7.7R.
That is lovely. I don't know about you guys, but I'm noticing a few flags about on various markets.
Well, he had one, didn't he? Farage.
Yeah, Farage, not Farage's flag.
Not Farage's flag. Jap's flag. Jap flag.
Let's have a look. I mean, it's contrary to what you're suggesting. I mean, this is Aussie Swiss, which, I mean, the Aussie pairs have just been absolutely decimated.
Caned, haven't they?
This, looking at this on a weekly chart, I mean, this is a huge level here again, you know, right down at the lows. And my chart doesn't actually go back far enough on a weekly basis to find a lower level than where it's currently trading at. And looking at the intraday chart, I can see, well, it looks to me like a flag, a continuation lower. So I was looking at that. There was a few others I was looking at as well that looks a bit flaggy. Maybe Aussie dollar as well, breaking down to new lows. There's another one, Euro Oz. So it's just a case of trying to pick which one. But I think I'm probably going to go with this one because the overall trend is so good. This is the weekly charts. We've got this big bullish channel. On the daily chart, we are breaking above those highs there. Let's have a quick look at that. So breaking out of a range.
Yeah.
And then on the hourly chart, we've got this bull flag. So I'm going to jump on that now. I'm going to buy it here at 164.55. I'm going to place quite a tight stop below the breakout candle. So 30 ticks. And the measured move is up at 66.57. So I'll just go in front of that, 66.55.
Monster.
Yeah, 6.67.
Lovely.
My trade for the day, buying Euro
Good luck.
Oz. Cheers.
Going with the Euro theme as well. I like that.
What you got, Steve?
I'm going to share this screen. Nothing that really interests me at all. So I'm going to sell Aussie dollar. Only because you mentioned Oz decimated. Just broke previous swing low, 30th of this is on the hourly chart. So the low from yesterday, 30th of Jan. Just breaking it now, 67.00. The stop on this trade, I'll have a really tight one. Let's have 15 pips, 67.15, and the target on this trade, 66.65. I'm going to go.
Is oil still getting smashed?
Yeah, 2.3. No, it had a bit of a bounce back, but that's topped out as well. Yesterday had a nice swing back. It's cloud resistance.
Shanked, don't they?
Yeah, so it's not looking great. Still, although we have got these previous swing lows here at 50.63. So I think that's when you'll find the first real level of support. Yeah, but sort of pressured into sort of like the evening and night last night. On the monthly chart, we're forming a bearish outside day on the oil. So again, got those.
I'm going to say long term that looks shocking. Then
long term uptrend coming in at $48. So a break of this 50.63. Wouldn't be surprised to see the $48. Not looking too clever.
No.
All it needs is like a missile in the wrong direction, though, and we're back on the up move. But no, at the moment it looks.
They cancel flights globally.
Yeah,
and
it was odd yesterday. They had the press conference, didn't they? The WHO said that the coronavirus was a global emergency, but the markets actually rallied on the back of that. Were they looking for something worse?
Yeah, I think they were looking for something worse.
Was it pandemic they needed to say?
They actually said that they're more concerned about the underdeveloped countries.
Right.
So then everyone sort of like thought, oh, we're all right then.
No, yeah.
we've got a national health system, and you know, the Americans have got enough drugs to feed the world, but they're going to keep it for themselves, obviously. Yeah, so I think it was a little bit better than thought. So I had a decent rally. Stocks rallied overnight again, had another squeeze, but they're back under a little bit of pressure this morning. It just sort of it's just a lot of noise going on.
So just seeing here, they said they did not recommend travel restrictions. So I imagine
that was one of the things as well, which I thought
that would have been a trigger. I'd have thought that would send things higher. US have been advised, US citizens have been advised not to travel to China. So the death toll, according to our latest report, is above 210 now.
Yeah.
So that's quite a sharp increase.
I was talking to Pal about the different viruses that have been out. You know, the swine flu and the avian virus and all the rest of it.
And everything.
Yeah, SARS took 5,000, didn't it, at the end? But one of them took 150,000.
Blimey.
Yeah.
Still,
So
that doesn't sound like a lot of people to me when you're
It's not
thinking
when there's a
about
billion
like a
people in
global.
China.
I mean, that's the avian flu. It lasted longer. It was over 8 years or something.
I mean, the common cold is still smashing
biggest.
those figures.
4,000 a month.
The flu, yeah, exactly. It's sort of like people are taking their eye off the ball a little bit.
So back to data then. Yesterday, the Eurozone Economic Sentiment Index strengthened to 102.8 for January, revised from 101.3. So that was pretty good. The jobless claims in the States declined to 216,000 from 223,000 a week previous. The GDP number was at 2.1 versus an expectation of 2. So nothing really changed there. That was pretty much in line with expectations. Bank of England kept rates on hold at 0.75, which is in line with expectations. Although a sizable minority of banks had expected a cut, there was a 7-2 vote for the third successive meeting there. So now that gets passed over to the new guy as Carney makes his departure. So inflation forecasts and growth projections will be watched to see what happens and what they do at the next meeting. Oil prices, as we touched upon, they had a bit of a rally on the back of the travel restrictions, or WHO not recommending travel restrictions. But as Steve said, that's eased off a little bit this morning. That's pretty much it, is it?
Yeah.
Data-wise, you've got Eurozone GDP and CPI at 10 o'clock.
And today is the most popular day to quit your job.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay.
January 31st. Same.
Who's going to buckle then out of you two?
Well, you know, I'm sort of
like I said, out for ages.
I'm in it for the long run. I'm the slow growth. I am.
Right. Okay, guys, let's wrap it up for the week then. Hope everybody's had a good week if they've been trading, and have a great weekend. We'll catch you all next week.
Cheers.
Cheers, guys.
Bye.
See you later.